A Nicholls State University student threatened to shoot two students right here on Monday night. The student was identified as freshman Lonnie Kitchen. University police responded to the threat at 7 p.m. that night.
It's my understanding that two students exited the cafeteria. The female student was not necessarily approached, but another male student tried to speak to her in front of her boyfriend. That caused a confrontation between the two males, which led to one of the males pulling out a firearm. At that point, all parties left the scene. It was then reported to us, which our officers were able to track the suspect and the suspect vehicle on camera all the way back to his residence hall and his room, which is how we were able to identify the suspect. We also had the suspect on camera by that point leaving campus. And so we contacted Thibodeau Police Department, advised them of the situation and what vehicle and who we were looking for, while we continued to search campus for that person, as well as efforts to make sure that that person would not have access to their room for the rest of the night. In the process of locking down their room and cutting off their kernel card, making sure they didn't have access, our dispatcher happened to be watching the cameras and noticed the vehicle come back onto campus. So at that point, we went to the vehicle and then made contact with that person and took them into custody.
Charges against Kitchen include aggravated assault with a firearm and violating a firearm-free zone. Kitchen and the other student involved also face discipline for violating student policies. Some students are concerned that they were not made aware of the danger.
The length of time that they told us, since they told us the next day, was kind of upsetting, because what if I met this person and what if I didn't know it? What if I could have said something and something bad happened to someone later on, and now I feel guilty because I basically let this person go and I didn't even know it. I could have been a friend of the perpetrator, and I could have turned them in earlier, and now there's people who've been hurt. So that does upset me.
The university has policies in place for campus-wide threats that the campus police consider before releasing any information.
So there was not a student at large on campus with a gun at the time we were notified. However, Cleary does mandate that we notify the public and our students, etc., of an active threat to the campus. At that time, we did not have an active threat to the campus. That was an isolated incident. That was an argument between two people. It was not somebody who picked a random target or who's actively seeking out and engaging people with nefarious intent.
Since the policy on this and students are concerned, we will keep you updated. Reporting for KNSU TV, I'm Treneice Cannon.